In my Mewtwo Combos and Neutral guide, you may recall that I showed the combos Mewtwo can perform, but never explained the specific inputs. So today, I'm going to cover Mewtwo's combos along with some mix-ups that I find useful and how to perform them. And at the end of the video, Zenkai, one of the best Mewtwo's in the world, will be coming on to shed light on how to play Mewtwo. This video will assume that you have watched my Mewtwo Combos and Neutral guide, so if you haven't watched that, I recommend doing so before watching this. And since I'm focusing on the inputs to perform these combos, the gameplay will be mostly in the training room, rather than in-game examples. With that out of the way, let's begin. Let's begin with down tilt. This is by far one of Mewtwo's best combo starters. You may recall the only way to combo with down tilt is if you hit with the two hitboxes closest to Mewtwo. If you connect one of these hitboxes, you can follow up with a fair, nair, or up tilt. If you follow with fair or up tilt, the combo stops here. If you neutral air, however, there's a bit more you can do. Down tilt, neutral air, fast fall as soon as you can, then follow up with a dash attack or a grab. When percents get a little higher, grab and dash attack will no longer be guaranteed, in which case you can follow up with a forward air instead. When first attempting this combo, you may notice the opponent can end up behind you rather than in front. Which side they end up on is dependent on Mewtwo's aerial drift and your opponent's DI. While you can't control how they DI, you can control Mewtwo's horizontal momentum. To cover both sides, stop Mewtwo's horizontal momentum before fast falling. You can also mix up how they DI by doing an instant reverse aerial rush nair. One mix-up you can try is down tilt, delayed neutral air into a fast fall. If done correctly, your opponent should pop out in front of you, allowing you to follow up with another down tilt to reinitiate your combo. At mid percents, your only follow-ups are full hop nair, full hop fair, and full hop up air. However, this can be optimized if you down tilt, double jump up air, then forward air or up air. The timing and spacing are pretty specific, but it deals a lot of damage and can potentially kill. One mix-up you can do after the double jump up air is drag down nair, which can lead into a down tilt or jabs. Up tilt is also a great combo starter for catching people's landing options. Something to note, however, is that your follow-ups are dependent on how up tilt is connected. If you hit with the front hitbox, you can follow up with neutral air, up smash, or another up tilt. If you connect the back hitbox, you can combo it into neutral air or forward air. At low mid percents, an up air starts comboing from up tilt. However, you can follow up with back air, which also puts us in a mix-up opportunity. After the back air, side B, double jump up air, and finish with a forward air. You can also replace the double jump up air with a forward air or double jump down air, which can potentially spike. These are only mix-ups, but they deal a ton of damage and can take an early stock. Moving on to aerials, let's talk about Mewtwo's weirdest move, neutral air. At low percents, short hop fast fall nair can lead into another nair. Fast fall that, and then finish off with a forward air. Nair can also lead into a dash attack or a grab, similar to what we saw with the down tilt combos. At mid percents, follow up with a forward air instead. The unusual part about neutral air is when we get to high percents. You'll notice that all of neutral air's hits have fixed knockback minus the last hit. This means if we neutral air and land without the last hit connecting, Mewtwo can keep the opponents very close to him to set up for a kill. To do this, jump back, neutral air as soon as you are just over your opponent's head, then continue to drift back. If spaced and timed correctly, your opponent should pop right in front of you, allowing you to connect an up smash or a grab. Another interesting quality about neutral air is that connecting a singular hit of nair will pop the opponent straight up, which can set up for an up smash, forward air, and up tilt. Now I'm not gonna lie, I still have not found an effective way to set this up, nor have I gotten the timing down. From my labbing, I did find some success fast falling after a full hop, but the results were still too inconsistent. I personally do not use this very often in my gameplay, but I figured I should mention it since the potential is there. Next, let's look at Mewtwo's forward air, Shadow Claw. At low percents, a fast fall forward air can combo into a down tilt and neutral air, both of which have further follow-ups that were showcased earlier in this video. Additionally, you can connect a dash attack, forward tilt, up tilt, jabs, or a grab if you are close enough to the opponent. At mid percent, you can connect a raw back air or another forward air. While there aren't any additional follow-ups, there is a certain mix-up available. If you follow up with a back air, input a confusion, then finish off with another forward air. Next up we have up air. While a bit more situational, landing it can be very rewarding. At early percents, fast fall up air can lead to jabs, grab, forward air, neutral air, up smash, forward tilt, and up tilt. At mid percents, up air starts comboing into full hop back air, up air, neutral air, and forward air. Similarly, down tilt fast fall up air can lead into double jump up air and finish with a forward air. Be sure to turn around before jumping so you can input the forward air. And at the lower half of mid percents, fast fall up air can true combo into a down air, which can lead to an early stock if done at the ledge. This doesn't have a ton of use outside of a disable punish, but it can come in handy in the right situations. And last of the aerials, we have down air, which is arguably Mewtwo's least useful aerial in terms of combos. If you connect a down air right before landing, you can follow up with jabs, grab, or a down tilt if connected really close. At mid percents, it could technically combo into a forward air or back air, but quite frankly, Mewtwo has better combo starters that are faster and lead to more. So we talked about Mewtwo's normals. Well, what about his specials? As I said in my previous videos, at 140% and higher, Rising Confusion can true combo into a forward air on any character without a frame 1 invincibility, but doesn't have any true combo potential other than that. Lastly, I want to talk about Shadow Ball, arguably Mewtwo's most important tool in the neutral, and for comboing, it holds a ton of utility. At low percents, a fully charged Shadow Ball will combo into a grab, dash attack, forward air, neutral air, up tilt, and down tilt, all of which I've shown follow-ups for. At mid percents, fully charged Shadow Ball loses its combo potential, but a no charge and half charged Shadow Ball can combo into a forward air, neutral air, grab, dash attack, up tilt, and down tilt. And at high percents, the same follow-ups can be used, though up tilt and down tilt are not recommended since they lose their combo potential. As a kill confirm, low charge Shadow Ball into disable or kill throw is possible due to the increased hit stun as percent increases. The last thing I want to mention before the interview is the 0 to death combo string, which was originally showcased by the meta of Smash, which will be linked in the description below. This string works on everybody except for floaties like Jigglypuff. This combo string starts with a fully charged Shadow Ball, follow that up with a pivot canceled up tilt, then do a back air, confusion, and finish with a double jump down air. This is true up until the double jump down air, since confusion cannot true combo into anything at low percents. Still, it's an effective option to go for if the opportunity arises. Now let's get into the interview with Zenkai. Hey Zenkai, so first of all, thank you for taking the time out of your day and coming on to the channel and share your knowledge about Mewtwo.
No problem, anytime.
Okay, so first question is, how should Mewtwo be played in the neutral? Is he best played aggressively, defensively, or a mix of the two?
I think a mix of the two, but I think that's with any kind of play, is you want to mix up aggression and defense, and Mewtwo has a lot of tools to do that. I think neutral is his best aspect, and you want to kind of use Shadow Ball to force an approach, while also putting people in positions to shield stuff, so that way you get a hard to punish off it.
Okay, next question. What are the most effective ways to approach with Mewtwo?
It's easily with dash attack, grab. Nair is very good because it's a multi-hit, so it's very hard to punish unless you have like a really good out of shield option. Even like full hop side B is good because Mewtwo has a lot of tools to work around shields, and that's what makes him very good. Makes him good in my opinion. And you have the tools to do that, being command grab, dash attack, down tilt, all that junk.
Okay. So something you've been known for is your frequent use of Disable, which you seem to land very well. What tips do you have to use Disable effectively?
Disable effectively is mainly just a vibe check. It's definitely very good for catching people off guard. Sometimes I do it knowing that I'm going to get punished, but it's also just a great way to check people's options and all that junk. And either way, the reward off it is insane, so I would recommend using it. If you watch some of my VODs versus higher level players, like Ling Ling barely gets hit by it. Well, he's Peach and he's always in the air, but Even then, I'll use it just to get that anti-air hitbox in the air. If I risk for going for something at 60, and my only risk is being in disadvantage, I'm confident enough in my abilities that I'll get out of them. And if it's a character that's almost always in the air, that's a little bit different.
Gotcha. Alright, so another thing you're known for is that rapid jab at the ledge to punish neutral getup and dealing a lot of damage in the process, upwards of 30% or more. So my question for you is, when should a Mewtwo player go for this?
Well, obviously that's not something you should spam. It's something that it's definitely game-changing, and Mewtwo being the uncommon character he is, it is something that you will get a lot. And punching neutral getups is very... The setup for it is very easy, because you just have to roll back the ledge, and even then, their best option would be approaching with an aggressive aerial off ledge. But even then, you have enough tools to punish that, like Nair, up air, fair, even down air sometimes. I like to charge a Shadow Ball, then shield, and then do that. The most common habit in ledge is, or from neutral getup, is spot dodge. And the jab thing just covers that.
Gotcha. Alright, so in your opinion, what is Mewtwo's best stage, and what's his worst?
In my opinion, I think Smashville is very good for him. I think his pressure on that stage is just really, really good. Because, what's it called? The platform being in the center means you could camp there as well. And as long as using... And you can use it better than other characters because you have the side B. So if someone's like planking at the top of the Smashville platform, you can just side B, put him in a disadvantage situation, and suddenly stage control is yours. His worst stage, though? That's a good question. Because I don't really know what stage list we're like going off of. But overall, I would say Yoshi's isn't very good for him. And Lilat as well. Because slants, they mess up ledge trapping a lot. And Mewtwo being in a corner is normally like not a bad situation for him. But on slants, it is very bad just because you can't really... Your best tool in neutral is kind of just not as... Well, not as good. It's just not effective. Unova is also bad because the teleport thing. But that stage is widely banned. Or what's it called? Not really legal anymore.
Okay, I gotcha. So next question is, what is Mewtwo's best relevant matchup, like in terms of top tiers, and what's his worst?
Yeah, the best relevant matchups, I would say Mewtwo outright beats Inkling, and I think he goes even with Lucina. Those being the top tiers that are relevant, I think those are very good matchups for him. His worst matchup is either Falco, Link, or Yoshi. The thing is that with Falco, it's a character that combos you to 80 and kills you at 80. And not to mention, the laser and the reflector prevent you from Shadow Ball camp. Your best tool is to outrange a character that kind of outranges you too with fair. Because his stuff is faster than yours. So the only really thing you have is edge guarding. Link is he just has too much safe things for it to be a good matchup, and that and the remote bomb just doesn't care about Shadow Ball.
Gotcha.
Because if you just throw the remote bomb down, start juggling in my face, or in Mewtwo's face, you can't really do much. You can reflect it, obviously, but even then, that puts you in a situation to get faired, naired, and yeah, all that junk. And then Yoshi's weakness has always been to anti-air him and outrange him, but Mewtwo doesn't really have a proper way to do that isn't committing. So if Yoshi pretty much wins neutral once, or not even wins neutral once, but hits you once, you're taking 80 and you're dying. Very similar to Falco, just minus the reflector. I wouldn't say Yoshi's as bad as Falco and Link, but definitely a struggle.
Gotcha. Alright, and last question is, what do you think of Mewtwo in the current metagame? Where does he rank on the tier list for you?
I think he's bottom end of high tier. I think he has as much tools as characters like Young Link or Terry would have, with the same amount of weakness, but obviously there's something separating him from characters like Palutena and Snake. I'd say he's able to keep up with them, and if anything, is just like around where they would be skills level.
Awesome. Well, Zenkai, thank you again for coming onto the channel and sharing your knowledge with the viewers.
No problem.
If you're interested in Mewtwo gameplay at a tournament level, definitely give Zenkai a look and follow him on Twitter. And that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something useful. If you did, let me know by leaving a like and subscribing if you would like to see more. If you would like to join my Discord server and catch up with my content and get a chance to talk with me, the link is in the description below. If you have a suggestion for a video you want me to do or a topic you want me to cover, definitely leave me a comment so I can read it. That's all I have for now, and I'll see you all later. Peace out.